Few cases are as mystifying as the Black Dahlia murder. The brutal murder occurred on January 14 or inside the early morning hours of January 15, 1947. But whilst a long time have passed after newspapers first broke the brutal crime, the case stays as mystifying as ever. Part of this infamy may be attributed to the Black Dahlia, the 1987 novel by James Ellroy, and the 2006 movie variation of the same name. But the public's endured obsession is going past such narrative reimaginings. Professionals and amateurs alike retain to pore over case info in hopes of a lead. As recently as 18 months ago, retired LA detective Steve Hodel claimed he had cracked the case with proof that implicated, of all people, his very own father. Despite this scrutiny, no one has decisively resolved the Black Dahlia murderer. Her real name was Elizabeth Short. For 21 of her 22 years, Short traveled between Boston and Miami. She lived only for the last 6 months of her life in Southern California. Still, the most commonly area associated with her is the dry hills of Los Angeles, where her body was found on January 15, 1947, in the dust south of downtown Los Angeles. Betty Berzinger discovered her body around 10 a.m. in a vacant lot in Leimert Park. At first, she thought she had found an abandoned mannequin. The truth was far more terrifying. Short's body was bisected at the waist. Her internal organs were hidden under her buttocks. Her legs were spread out and her elbows bent at right angles in a grotesque pose. Short's face was chopped from ear to ear with the insane Joker's face rictus. Her chest was torn, her nose broke, her vulva severed, and her body was totally drained of blood. Short had been missing since January 9th. Her whereabouts during this missing week remained a mystery, and for many, contained the key to her death. What's not a mystery is the media coverage caused by the murder. Several factors have pushed the murder to the top page, engaging in some old-school sacrifice through the dreaded state of Short's body, her age, her charm, and the volatile coverage of Short's sex life. Even the nickname Black Dahlia alone speaks to the overlapping depictions of Short in the media. Meanwhile, she was portrayed as a girl who got lost in a big city and was killed by a predator who took advantage of her innocence. Similarly, many journalists have hinted that Short worked as a call girl. The hidden subtext was that a sex worker was killed while doing what she does. Such a death was unfortunate, but probably also expected. The Los Angeles County District Attorney discovered that Short had never worked as an escort, but that was just one of many misconceptions surrounding the case. Witnesses alleged to have seen her during her missing week were questioned one by one and released by investigators. About 60 people came forward and confessed to her crime. Of these, 25 were seriously considered by the LAPD. Many of the suspects were known people, including artist Fred Sexton, who created the Maltese Falcon props in the cult film of the same name. Norman Chandler, editor of the Los Angeles Times. Jewish gangster Bugsy Siegel, and George Hodel, a doctor. Still, no one was ever convicted. Ironically, while the Black Dahlia case remains unsolved, the case's details are open to the public. If anyone wants to search through the crates of material related to the crime, just head to the FBI vault, where official investigative materials are now public record. There you can witness the exhaustive work that went into the investigation. It's a record that, at the very least, puts to rest the myriad rumors that continue to haunt Elizabeth Short.